Skeledirge was too powerful. Oh, that was scary. Skeledirge is scary. No one. I feel bad because usually I want like the Elite Four, not the Elite Four, the champion fight to like have everyone get involved, and it usually I think it feels great when your whole team gets involved with that finale. Again, hopefully in the Mona will be more in line with that. But like, just no one had to do anything. It was completely devastating. Oh, like over there. Okay. Actually, I need to heal before we do that. We didn't get a heal off at the end there. The worst part too is like everyone was weak to fire. Like well, I guess Veluza maybe would have been the problem, but apparently it's slow as fuck. So it wasn't a problem. I forgot Veluza was there. I forgot what her whole team was because we just blew it up with Torch Song. That was sad. Lots going on today. You know it, buddy. Also, you know, we're ready for this final battle with Nimona, maybe. And he's second now. Ah, there you are, Rogue. You ready for a battle between champions? I wasn't. I actually want to go shopping. Because all these folks seem ready to watch. Word go around, I guess. And out of every single person gathered here, I'm the most excited by a mile. Oh, everyone's here. Even Clive. The stage is set. This is my all-out power versus your strength in full fruition. Let's see who comes out on top. I didn't want to really start this. I was going to make a joke about how we're going to do classes. You were challenged by Champion Nimona. Lycanroc. Does it have ground moves? Finally, the thing that I've waited all this time for. Time to begin our greatest battle of all. I'm gonna risk low kick, I think. Probably shouldn't have, but I don't want to switch out into Kilowattrel. To think I helped teach you Type Mat and you did not, and now you're using him to put her on me? Please stop. We're at the end of the game. No one did this, and I was actually really happy for it. Stealth Rocks is gonna be an issue. I definitely don't want to do some pivoting now. I'm gonna just low kick again. Drill Run. You got that Drill Run. Hey, we survived. Let's go. Outspeed. How do you like my real hard hits? Man, it feels good to finally let loose. Well, Grafai gets to do this. Grafai sweep? Grafai definitely does not have enough attack power to sweep. But we at least can do this. Accelerock, I guess, could have been an issue. Alright, Grafai got one under the belt. Orthworm. What a weird Pokemon. I don't remember what her team was when we, fought her last. I'm assuming Palmot's gonna show up. You probably have a ground move. Great Tusk. No. Well, Great Tusk can still work. I almost forgot that Earthworm doesn't take ground type damage. But we could just U-turn to keep Grafai alive. I probably want to save Skeledirge until Meowscarada shows up. We can Brick Break the worm. I don't know if it can really do anything else to me. Stealth Rocks is actually going to be a real issue. I wish I had Rapid Spin. Great miss. Or the Ice Spinner would actually... Oh, well, Brick Break definitely did the trick. Oh, critical hit. Okay. A critical hit at a critical moment? That goes beyond luck. You've got some kind of gift. She's just very enthusiastic. Obviously, she has to say something every time. Goodra. I do want to switch. Goddamn. What do you think she will have? Because like I don't want to just. I don't want to sweep with. I don't. She's level 65, so this is the like real challenge here. I'm gonna Ice Spin. I'm not gonna risk it. Goodra's pretty bulky. Goodra's dead. Another critical hit, really? Okay. I was gonna try switching. Alright, Palmot's out. Is Great Tusk gonna sweep? Because you're not gonna use an electric move. Kilowattrel would be a nice enough option, but there's no reason not to. Ah, Great Tusk sweep. Let's go. Great Tusk sweep. Great Tusk would have gotten Lycanroc too. Great Tusk could have swept. The Dunsparce. I have no reason to switch out. I have no reason. Like, what are you gonna do? Hyper Drill? I got bulk for days, man. I got bulk for days. Your last Pokemon's Meowscarada. I'm gonna have to let Great Tusk go down, I think, but... Oh no, man. It's all down to this, my last Pokemon. We're gonna fight with everything we've got. What level is Meowscarada? Because I do feel like I'm under level here. Alright, 66, not too bad. I thought it would be like higher. Considering Skeledirge is at like 65, we're not gonna outspeed, and I think that Flower Power is definitely going to shine blazingly bright, my greatest treasure. Get ready to see how strong Meowscarada has grown since the day we all met. Yeah. I knew I was going to have to just take that. I kind of want to send Skeledirge out. See that crit? I clinched that through sheer determination to win. No, you did that because that always crits. I want to do... Well, Skeledirge got a lot of action out. I want to do Skeledirge just for the sake of the thematic purpose, I guess. I don't know if... Because Meowscarada is Dark type, so he might have a Dark move to hit me with. Thankfully, it's a physical attacker. Let's see. It'll definitely outspeed. Oh, oh! Oh! That bulk! That was sad! Oh, Skeledirge, I love you so much! So, 2 Pokemon. Did the game break? What happened? I'm sure it's just a cutscene. She just dabbed on me. Where did that Turos come from? Did it turn daytime just for the scene? Get dabbed on. You did it! This is legit incredible! You're the strongest out there, Rogue! I mean, you knocked me flat, and I was giving you absolutely everything I had! Everything I... Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! Oh man, Pokemon battling, am I right? Yeah, you're so much better, so much more fun than I ever even knew. Thank you for the incredible match. You beat me for real this time. You're like really tall. Yeah! That guy in the back. Now let's give ourselves a minute and have a quick break, Rogue. Before round 2. Oh, she's crazy. Which Pokemon should I bring out this time? Decisions. And I run away. Gotta get out of there. Can never escape Nimona. Nimona knows your location. She will Pokemon battle you. Maybe next time get stuff that's not like mostly weak to ground type moves. Rototo. Yo, Arvin here. Bow wow. Whoa, down boy. Don't jump up like that. Seems like hearing your voice is old Mabberstiff. You're all worked up, Rogue. Oh, but that's not why I called. Nearly forgot. You remember what we talked about before? About going to Area 0? Yeah. Well, now that you've completed all 3 of the stories, we can do the real one. Of course you do. You little know-it-all. You called me a little know-it-all just because I remembered something? Got a mind like a steel trap, eh? Arvin, what are you doing? Well, the effort you've been putting in around Paldea has really helped you make a name for yourself. Built up some goodwill, that's for sure. So I've been able to secure 2 allies who want to go to Area 0 with us. I'm assuming it's Nimona and Penny since we were able to tell him those options. That should have us ready to tackle anything. So now we've all just gotta get there. First step, we'll be gathering at Area 0. I'll be ready and waiting at the 0 gate. I'll send you the location on your phone too. Don't leave me hanging forever. Yep, I see it. I actually went over there before. We'll be waiting. Bow wow wow. When I went doing raid battles, I walked around the crater and jumped to where the building was, which basically, we saw the gate that was closed, but I was able to obviously jump to where the building was, and then it just said, maybe you don't want to come here yet, and you walked away. Very cool stuff. As important and fun as that sounds, though, you know it's time to go to school. We gotta do classes. I'm not heading to Area 0. I gotta embarrass myself with language after we decimated the champion and the chairwoman. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. I'm actually really surprised that Skeleturge just took that Shadow Claw. You would think that Meowscarada would have had like Night Slash though, since it's a dark type, or at least to get stabbed. How did you like the midterm exam? You all did really great. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Ituvo pre. Are you ready? I forgot why I hate this. Oi! Trebon responds. Great answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I could count on your stars. I don't know why I'm trying to go for like a bad French accent. I didn't do that before. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball for we begin listening comprehension. Vaswai, go for it, my assistant. Pika Pika, Pika Pee Pikachu. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them. Their words have meaning just as ours do. Pokemon can use languages to share all kinds of information with each other, like the locations of food or whether there may be predators nearby. Same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I like how we only got halfway through a class before it had to be like revolve around Pokemon. If you're all curious, so as you're due today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Je te prie, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. Bigger. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Happiness. Say it again, Pikachu! If you would be so kind. Pika. Is there a right answer? He didn't seem sad. Sorry, Rogue, that's not right. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? Was he angry? When Pikachu says Pika, is like that's attacking? Using its angry voice. Wow, I'm so sorry I didn't realize. That's right, I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. He pretended so he wasn't actually angry. So that wasn't real emotion. Don't you think he did a great job? No, I thought he was happy. I think he did a pretty abysmal job, actually. Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Good job, Pikachu. Where's Professor Gibble? Same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their moods and physical conditions. I'm sure that's what I was supposed to actually gain from this. Like, I'm sure their sound that they make differs depending on if they're at camp or if they're ready for battle. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon, you might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some even use telepathy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while washing them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Oh, I love poking Pokemon when you have to do the, like, wash thing. Well, adieu, matane, na pusha. See you later, everyone. Yep, I said words. Not the washing, I haven't poked them there, but when you did, like, the petting thing in Pokemon, when you poke them, they get real angry, and it was really funny. Are all these going to be just about Pokemon now? No more learning language. I wonder how intensive the finals are going to be. My dear friends, how are you all today? Hope you are doing marvelously well. Time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready? Oi. He loves it when I say oi. But expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Aujourd'hui, today we will once again be focusing on listening. That's why, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. Frick. As you may remember from your last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Aujourd'hui, today, that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Can't believe this is what the last half of the class is going to be. If you would be so kind, Pikachu. Pika. That sounds sad. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? Voice seems a little lower pitched, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey? Say it again! If you would be so kind, Pikachu. If it's surprise, I'm gonna be very upset. Ding, ding, ding. That's right, Rogue. Fantastique. I mean, like, he basically led me to that with the, like, oh, he sounds depressed. When Pikachu says, Pika, that means he doesn't want to live anymore. He needs therapy. It's expressing sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right. I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? It was kind of a funny joke. Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with an even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for you all, I'm sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. Truly hope that you all can have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Our Prochain Cours next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matinee. I hope Pikachu shows up. This is, like, they didn't know what to do with this. They really probably could have skipped out on language class. We're gonna just start, we're just doing, like, what does their Pokemon cry mean? Like, really? At least most of the other classes, like all of them, all the other classes at least had a little bit of something useful in them. Even if it might be stuff that you already know, it was like more useful information. This is just nothing. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Et vopre, are you ready? Oi! What a response fantastique. Great answer. That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. And at Joradu, today we will once again be having a listening lesson. That's why I go for it, my assistant Pikachu. Pikachu. Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. S'il te plaît. Ooh, can you feel that? That's our one contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey? Pain. I'm just gonna say happiness. Well done, Rogue. I'm so happy that you got it right. Haha, get it? I like Salvatore, it's just this class sucks ass. When Pikachu says, Cha, it's expressing happiness. Does it make you just want to break out into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked it to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one last wise word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times where you get mad or sad, maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, that is, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So garde le sourire, keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. Your smile kind of scares me, Salvatore. Cha! When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on, be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our prochain cours, next lesson will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. So, like, what are we gonna, like, have what Pikachu noise means happiness in the exam? Like, what is that? What is this? What is this class? Well, home ec sometimes has good stuff. Psyduck likes home ec. Also, home ec has a lovely, muscular man with a lovely mustache. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I am glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. Trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Let us now turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary technique on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. Is that Arvin? He's there in the front of the class. He loves home ec. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet despite this, he's baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Rogue, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? I actually do not know. With other people, Arvin? I cannot disclose the identity of this certain male student who enjoys the culinary arts. It may very well be Arvin, but it may not be. I'm glad I was able to skirt the question because I did not actually know. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, your sandwich must be filled with many different ingredients. That's what I kind of would have thought, but that wasn't one of the answers I could have picked, so I'm glad I chose Arvin. For a single person, this may prove difficult, but if you prepare a sandwich with others, you will be able to handle a larger... Oh, so technically it was more people, but... The larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers of increased effectiveness. So if you're in the, like, playing together mode, do you just get a large bread? Like, long, I guess. This applies more broadly as well when dealing with a difficult issue. Working with others to solve the issue may be the best course of action. I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft his sandwiches in the future. Oh! The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I would ask that you do not pry too deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. See, like, classes are kind of fun. I didn't like them at first. They're kind of fun. That was fun. I like that. We have fun sometimes. We could be going to Area 0, but we're having fun. Like to home back with Mr. Seguero. That's what we'll begin soon. Don't be tardy. We'll do the actual Area 0, and then after that we'll do finals. You know, it would be kind of poetic to, like, graduate from school or whatever. I don't know. I kind of forget what we're doing. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. We actually never, like, continued the finding our treasure bit, but I'm guessing that's going to be where, like, the game stops and credits roll. While you're outperforming fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? No? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly became a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Does it do that, like, visually? Pokemon battle, they get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get in the word filthy. Look at his, like, eyes. He's really upset about this. I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing the issue. It is deplorable. Couldn't be me. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such a shameful conduct. I really don't want to disappoint you, man. I think you might actually crush my skull if I do. Oh yes, Master Rogue. What would you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. I'm glad it wasn't something that was more complicated. Whatever your Pokemons are dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terrajewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed, or they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep that in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Are you just gonna kill Grimer if you do it? Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Will you get, like, negative points? I'm curious about, like, what actually happens if you do that to, like, a Pokemon that hates it. Also, I'm sure you don't really get the, like, fun effect. I liked in Poke-A-Me when you did the, like, petting bit. If you, like, touched parts of the Pokemon's body that you really shouldn't, it, like, had an effect on your hand. Like, you would burn your hand on fire. Or, like, you know, Static, I think if you touched the Pikachu's cheeks, you would, like, slime up if you touched Grimer. Good times were had. As much as some of these classes were fun, I do think a lot of them were kind of nothing, though. Put away your phones! It's time to begin our last class together. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. Hope it's not too late to shift to a discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. Yeah, clothing sure would be nice, wouldn't it? As I'm sure you are aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it, and not that much freedom. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms. I hate that you call it tops and bottoms like you could separate them. 1 each for spring, summer, fall, and winter when the academy accepted you. Like, it wouldn't make me that much happier, but you could at least let us, like, choose if we want shorts or pants and then choose our top. If by chance you are not aware of this, you may wish to peruse your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of your ensemble needs not be school issued. That's not how uniforms work, though. This includes your bag or your hat. If you choose to wear one, You're even free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's hairstyle, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. That reminds me, I guess that's where the freedom comes in, obviously, but it's not free enough. There's one more thing you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. Our phone! I know it's not the desk. Perfectly correct, I kind of forgot all about that. That's the adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I want to make my phone look cute too. I must admit that I am fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. You put stickers on them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones? I thank you for this useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with the small talk. As this class known as home economics nears its end, I offer these final words to you who have been honing every day life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, to take care of your Pokemon, to decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I'd be honored if what I have taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted to me by Mr. Hazel and his particular outlook on such matters. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare to do your best on our final exam. Well, that was lovely. Let's go talk to them wherever they're hanging out. Tell Seguero that he can eat a grilled cheese if he wants. I don't remember what was going on with you. What was going on with Salvatore? It's been a bit. I actually don't remember. Pikachu! Oh, my dear Rogue. Thanks for your advice from before. Palmy is, we'll just see for... Oh, right. There was like a sick Palmy in the courtyard. Seems very quiet. Is it like shell-shocked? Yeah, it's feeling better, but this particular Palmy may just be a bit meek, I suppose. I had Nurse Miriam take a look as well, and she says there's nothing wrong with it health-wise. So it shouldn't have any injuries, ailments, or the like. Even so, it never utters so much as a cry, which is odd. That part has even Mr. Jacques here stumped. Have you tried, like, chucking it at a wall? It'd probably cry then. Sorry that I couldn't be of any help. Ne t'inquiète pas, don't worry about it. That's exactly how that's pronounced, right? I have some more information now thanks to the Academy's security cameras, though. Seems Palmy was attacked by a wild Pokemon and fled here to the Academy grounds. Maybe it's still in a bit of shock from that experience. It is PTSD and can't bring itself to speak yet? Yep, if that's the case, there's absolutely no problem with keeping quiet. Pas de problemo. We can just attendre, wait, that is, until it feels like talking. That's all we can do, really. Even if you can speak all sorts of languages, there's no guarantee that you can understand what's going on in someone's heart. But have no fear, I won't give up. No, I'll keep on trying until we've figured each other out. You feel trusted by Mr. Salvatore. I do feel trusted. I want to talk to Palmy. Palmy's doing great, just a bit quiet. Yo, those Volturbs are gonna blow. Gotta get out of here. I'm excited to see Area Zero. I know I'm wasting time, but... What are you doing? You're just hanging out here too? Everyone's here. It's like this is the teacher's lounge or something. Ah, Master Rogue. There's something that I would very much like to ask for your help with. You want to know how to make grilled cheese? You need my help? Well, you see, I do not want anyone to overhear this, but... I hear rumors of an incredibly sweet condiment that exists somewhere in the Paldea region. I absolutely must experience that ambrosial sweetness for myself. You're the only one who knows of my insatiable sweet tooth, thus I have no one else I can turn to for help in this matter. I don't think grilled cheese was sweet, but okay. Not go looking for this condiment myself, lest I destroy the image students have of me. I will repay you for your troubles, of course. Give it some thought if it piques your interest. Do you have a side quest? In the meantime, I will gather what information I can about this incredible sweet condiment. I will share what I find with you as soon as I have more detailed information. So not yet, but I feel trusted. Alright, I'm assuming everyone else will, like, clear out their side quests once we do the actual final. But now we're ready to go into the great chasm where adventure lies. God. Actually, everyone really evened out on levels. I guess, I mean, I did try to not let them die, but, you know, it happened. Tatsugiri still got to do some stuff, that's good. Kilowattrel, not so much. Main thing is anything that Kilowattrel would have been able to do during that would have... I just would have had to have tried to get, like, a clean switch, and that was a little rough. Skelly Dirge is a monster. Didn't even have to slack off at any point.